Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we'll talk about cascading style sheet. So first we'll try to assess the style rules, then we'll talk about different kinds of selector, and then we'll try to create embedded style sheet within a page. So let's see how is the style rules. So first of all, we need a selector. So for example, this is our HTML tag paragraph. This is a selector, and then followed by bracket open and bracket close. Inside the brackets, we have the declaration of the style. And how we can have a declaration? It will have a property and a value. Property and a value. So property is followed by colon and the value followed by semicolon. This is must. If you miss something, then you will not get the style. So in the background color, we have a list of colors which you can use. Similarly, the color is a 4 color for the text. For example, if you see the P is red, so that is the color. And if you see the selector has a green background, that is a background color. So the color is also having a list of colors which you can use that. Then we have a text align. This is either text could be left align or right align or center or justify. So this is the style rule. Now, if you see different kinds of selector, the first of all, we have the first one is HTML tag selector. We just discussed, this is my P is a paragraph. So this is my HTML tag selector. So you can give a paragraph style, and so you can give HTML tag a style. Then we have ID selector. If you want to give one of the HTML tag a different style, then you will be using ID selector. If you want to give multiple HTML tags the same style, then you will be using the class selector. So let's see. Okay, now we have another thing. We will try to create an embedded style sheet. So if you want to create an embedded style sheet within a page, remember the style will always be in the head tag. Okay, not in the body, not in the HTML, but it will always be within the head tag. Keep this thing in mind. Now, then we'll write the style tag, and then we'll close the style tag. Within this style tag, we will be writing all the style rules. Okay, so let's see if we can see that. So now in the head tag, I will be typing the style, and then we'll be having a style closing. Okay, in the style I'll be saying, okay, this is my body, and the body tag I'll be typing text align is right. We'll see the impact of that. And then we have a background color. For example, I say light blue. Okay, and that's it. So let's refresh the page, and you see that the color is light blue and the justification is on the right side. Okay, make the justification left. Sorry, text alignment left. And let's try. There you go. Now let's try. The color is ivory. Save, and then we can have like that. So if you see, whenever we try to change the rules of the cascading style sheet, it implements on the web page. Now let's implement ID selector. Now if you see here, the ID selector, you can give any name to that selector, but it must be followed by pound sign. Rest everything is same. It has a property and the value followed by semicolon. Now, how to use it? In that HTML tag, we will just say ID is equal to the name of the selector. But remember, when you're using it, you will not use the pound sign. You see here, there is no pound sign. So ID is equal to contact. That's it. So let's try to use it. Now in this one, if I say I have a contact, now the contact is available in my footer. You see that this is my contact. I want this contact to be on the right side. So what I will say is, I'll say text align colon right for the contact. And now in this paragraph, I'll go there and I'll say, okay, ID is equal to contact. It should be in the quotation line. I save it. Now this contact, when I refresh the page, this contact style is applied to the web page. Okay. So now we'll talk about the class selector. If you see the class selector, if you want to apply the same style to many HTML tags, then you can use the class selectors. And class selector, you can again have any name, you can give any name, but it must be having a full stop or period sign or dot before the name. That's it. So in the ID selector, you have a pound sign. In the class selector is always start with the full stop or the dot. So let's see. So I'm saying, okay, dot accent, this is the name of my class, and I say the color is dark gray, dark cyan, C-Y-A-N. So color is my dark cyan, and then I can just close it and save it. And now this color I would like to apply to my paragraph in the body. This is my paragraph in the body, and I say, okay, the class is equal to quotation accent. Remember, I didn't type the full stop, okay? This is very important. The name, I just applied the name. But when you declare, you have to use the dot. When you declare the ID, you have to use pound sign. But when you will use it, you will not write the dollar pound sign or the dot. That's it. Let's try and see the impact of this one. There you go. You see the difference a little bit. This is dark cyan color. Okay. You can also define or declare multiple selector. So for example, the H1, you can give H1 and the contact. They are having the same thing, okay? They're having the same style. So what I can do is I can create another one, another property, background dot dash color, and the color is wheat, W-H-E-A-T, okay, and semicolon. So I can define in one line as well. So let's try and see the impact. There you go. If you see here, so when we say H1 and the contact is having same color, so contact is our footer and the H1 is our heading, so it is applying to the multiple, selectors, multiple HTML tags. That's it for today. Kafare majlis, subhanallah wa bihamdihi wa bihamdika, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.